For me, when I was out in America and doing what these boys are going to do, I was getting a lot of boys message me saying it looks like a great opportunity, not only to play football full time, but of course get that education, which is so important now for many young athletes that don't go on to sign professional contracts, having that backup. So yeah, we just got a lot of boys messaging us saying, I want to follow in your footsteps, I want to do this, and I want to get out there, can you help me? And that was typically the inspiration of setting up this player path business and putting on events like we have today to try and get boys out there really. Having been there myself with my twin brother and experienced this whole opportunity, there's so many things that boys need to know about throughout the journey of getting out there, but also once they're out there. We don't just ship them on a plane and forget about them. We will be there for them every step of the way, and like you said, using our own experiences, that can definitely benefit these boys that we're helping. I think it's so difficult for players to transition sometimes, just because you've gone from probably playing part-time football and then you're going to play full-time football, which one can have a big impact on your body, so you've got to get used to that, but also being away from home, being a completely different culture. So with what we do is we do stay with them every step of the way. We check in on them every 2 weeks. We have Zoom calls with them, and we just find out how they're getting on, because it can be such a daunting experience sometimes. Of course, there's going to be loads of higher moments, but there will be certain obstacles thrown in the way, whether it's an injury, whether it's struggling with classes. So we try our best to help with all of that and try and make it as smooth as possible for them. From a business point of view, we've helped numerous players get out there in different states in the US, California, Florida, New York. So from a business standpoint, we're just looking to help as many players as possible get out there to play full time and get that education, which is so important. But from a personal point of view, with myself and my brother, from a playing perspective, when we was out there, we were both very fortunate enough to be voted as All-American. So that means we was voted as the best 11 players in the nation. So having that connection with these coaches that voted for us, it definitely helps when we're sending the new boys, so that we do get that reputation and we do get that trusted connection with the coaches, and they'd happily take our recommendation on our players. With the experience that we've had both playing and then through the years of doing this, we've built up some very good relationships with coaches across the pond, and it definitely makes our life a lot easier really. I think from us, we hold various different events, like you've seen from today, where we film the boys and we put on some good events in some fantastic venues. I think the coaches, when they're looking at our players, having it in a fantastic location, it definitely helps when the coaches are watching the players. It shows that they're playing at a good standard and in front of some good facilities. So from us, we just like to be honest. We like to be realistic with the boys, telling them that we feel you can play this level. The thing is, some players want to go to a certain college because of the level, but it might not match up with their academic side or their cultural side. So the main three things we say you want to look out for are your academic needs, your athletic needs, and your cultural needs. So as long as they're matching them three up, you're going to a very good college. The biggest bit of advice is to go out there and enjoy every moment, every little moment. Like I said, there'll be numerous highs, there will be certain down moments, but you're there with teammates that become like family to you. You're all in the same position. So you've got to enjoy every moment as best as you can. And I think as well, the biggest thing from going through the process is try to look at all options. There will be certain colleges coming in for you early on. There will be certain colleges coming in late in around December time. But you want to look at all options before committing to a college. And like I say, if you're matching up your cultural needs, athletic needs and academic needs, you'll be going to a very good place. So for us, we hold trial events. We do look at video footage of players if they do have video footage already. If they're up to the level that we feel they're good enough to get a scholarship, and if their academics are backing that up as well and they're good enough to go and get a degree in the US, then we will have a Zoom call with them and their parents. We'll talk about the process of what we do and how we can potentially help them and how we can help get them out there. And if it's something they want to go ahead with, then they'll just simply let us know, and we'll begin building their player profiles, collecting footage like we did today, and start promoting their profiles to college coaches in the US. On the academic side, as long as you're passing your classes at college over here in the UK, college over here in the UK is typically known as high school in the US. So as long as you're passing your high school or your college grades, then you'll be open to go to a college. But the players that have the better grades and the better footage, they tend to get better offers from coaches. They tend to get more money paid for of their degree, and they just have more colleges to choose from. So we always say the better the grades and the more you put into your college work now, and of course the better footage you get from games like today, you'll be in a really good position. We have partnerships with a few different venues. The Nest, we're looking to come here pretty much once every 3-4 months to hold events like we did today. We work with St George's Park, England's training grounds, and that's where we hold our December showcase. So our December showcase is where all of our clients from around the UK come together, playing a round robin tournament, and we actually have coaches from America flying over to that one, and they'll be watching in person. Today is a great opportunity for boys to get footage, but the showcase in December, that's where they're being watched live, and that's where a little bit more pressure is put on them, but it's a great opportunity. That's when your offers will start to come in off the back of that. Some of the boys, they play for teams outside of player path. They play for teams, they play for college teams, and not all of them get video footage, unfortunately. So putting on events like today where we've got quality filming service come down, we've got a great venue, and it just makes the video footage look a lot more professional, and that can actually help the player a lot better. I think the only kind of things you need to look out for is whether you're going to a college that you're going to go and play straight away, because if you go out there and you're not playing, it can be very, very difficult mentally. So you want to go to a good college, a college coach that's showing a lot of interest in you in the calls that you're having with him. That's definitely something to look out for. How much is that coach showing an interest in you? But secondly, you want to go to a college that caters for your field of study. You might want to study sports science, but if you're going to a college and you haven't done your homework and you're going to a college that doesn't cover sports science, you'll find yourself kind of wasting a degree in a way where you're not fully studying something you want to study. So they're the things that I would say you really want to do your homework. The second thing really is just a bit of homesickness. Sometimes that does creep in, but sometimes you're training every day, you're doing your coursework, you're getting plane journeys to games. Sometimes you don't actually have time to think about homesickness. But with that being said, you do get a lot of support from us, and of course the college as well. You have your own counsellors, they'll look out for you when you're there as well. So whatever downfall there might be or obstacle there might be, there will also be some sort of solution and help when you're out there. Players won't actually fly out to America until they've finished their 2 years of college, which is normally around 18. However, we do get players reach out to us at 15 years of age. We normally say the process, you want to try and give yourself around 18 months. So normally we target guys when they're going into their first year of college. But if you want to start earlier, it's better because you've got more time to play in games like today to get more footage. You've got more time to work hard in the classroom and get the better grades. So the more time you give yourself, the better. But normally around 18 months is a perfect time frame to give yourself.